best, you got him four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Droid Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you a champion here tonight. That's right, a champion is going to be crowned here tonight in the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by R Expression, here live at Homestead Miami Speedway. So get on board. Let's take a look here. We've got a few guys that are headed out onto the track, I do believe, but these guys are just finishing up qualifying. Taking a look. 4 drivers tonight battling for a championship. That's right, 4 drivers. Carl Shedd, Michael Araya, Joseph Tice, Shane Tyrion. Right now, Carl Shedd is our points leader. He is followed in second by Michael Araya, Joseph Tice third, Shane Tyrion sitting in fourth. Now, anybody's ball game here tonight. Michael Araya in second, only 4 points behind the leader. Joseph Tice and Shane Tyrion tied, and they are only 9 points behind the leader. So Everybody's got a shot here tonight for the championship. Once again, my name is David Everly, and welcome to Dre Broadcasting on this wonderful, maybe some areas snowy Thursday night, as we are getting ready to crown a champion. As we have now under 5 minutes left in qualifying, these guys anxious to get out on the track and get this thing rolling here. Right now, Michael Fenelson is the man on point, sitting on the pole position. Joseph Tice second, Michael Araya third, Carl Shedd fourth, and Bradley Burke rounding out your top 5 qualifiers as of right now. But that can still change. We still have just over 4 minutes left in qualifying. Once again, I want to thank everybody out there tuning in. That's right, we are live here tonight on YouTube, also on iRacing.com/live, and on Twitch. You can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dre Broadcasting. As we see a couple, looks like right now our top 6 out, moving out on the track, trying to better their time here. Joseph Tice there sitting in the 5 machine, one of our championship contenders here tonight. Carl Shedd has been hot this postseason. He is our current points leader there in the 45 Chef Andy's machine right there. So he's looking to capitalize and maybe come away with the win in the championship here tonight. But there's 3 other drivers that are definitely looking to step in and say something about that. One is the 38 of Shane Tyrion. He has been stepping up these last few races, just a few points out. Another is the 5 of Joseph Tice. And we can't forget Michael Araya. He is currently starting in the 3rd position right now. But he is out there. He's wanting to better up. So, still anybody's race. So, actually, it looks like the 51 of Bradley Burke. He is going to knock Fenelson off that pole position with just 2 minutes left in qualifying. So he has come out. He has put a fast time with a 31.716. So he is currently now moved up onto the pole position. If you are out there watching, ladies and gentlemen, I want to wish everybody out there a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Hear from everyone here at Dre Broadcasting Network. As we are counting down the time left in qualifying, 1:20 left here in qualifying, as these guys are looking to get this race rolling, get out on the track, and try to take that championship. But some of these drivers ain't in the championship, but they still would love to come away with a win, get a good track as they start getting ready for next season. Carl Shedd still out on the track. Michael Araya, he's out there trying to get back on that full to move up. He is now starting in the 5th position, so he's looking to better his time here. Which he was not able to do that last lap here, but we only have 10 seconds left here in qualifying. Qualifying now over. That's right, red flag is out as these guys are getting ready to move over into the gridding and get ready to grid up for tonight's championship race here live on the Dre Broadcasting Network. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give these guys a few minutes to get grid up, and we'll go over tonight's starting order here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Guys getting up, ready to grid here. Let's go ahead on down the starting order of tonight's race. Out on pole, the 51 of Bradley Burke. Michael Fennelson will be starting in the second position. Joseph Tice third. Carl Shedd fourth. Michael Araya starting in fifth. Justin Munsell sixth. Starting seventh tonight will be Ryan Dyson. Shane Tyrion starting eighth. Jacob Adams ninth. Joshua Adams starting in 10th. Starting 11th tonight in Toyota Camry will be Tom Bourne. Robert Kenny starting in 12th. Jamie Dyson 13th. Walker Thomas 14th. Rounding out the field tonight is going to be the 05 of Tommy Amassi starting 15th. As we see, the pace car is now moving. They are going to do their pace lap here at Homestead Miami Championship race. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be crowning a champion here tonight. Pace car bringing them here into turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go. Green flag racing here at a mile and a half. Mile and a half here tonight. 133 laps. That's all we are running as we are getting ready to go. Green flag racing, pace car in turn number 4. Being led by the 51 of Bradley Burke as we are about to take the green for the first time here tonight. Pace car bringing them through the turn of exit 4. Pace car is off. Bradley Burke controlling this restart. Green flag is out. We are green flag racing here at the championship race. Homestead Miami Speedway, Upper Edge Racing, Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by our Expression. Bradley Burke, Michael Fennelson battling there side by side for the lead coming out of turn number 2. Taking a look at these guys, Joseph Tice, it looks like that inside lane's going to be there. Is Bradley Burke and Michael Fennelson get real close there, but here comes the 5 of Joseph Tice. Thought about looking to the inside. Thought better. Here comes the 44. Michael Araya. Carl Shedd right there behind him. These two are battling for the championship. Also that 5 of Joseph Tice there as well. As the 44 is making moves on the outside as he is now door to door with the 5 of Joseph Tice. Taking a look at the rest of the field there, got a little bit battle there back in the back with Ryan Dyson. He is battling the 8 of Jacob Adams as they are battling Justin Munsell right there. But here comes, looking a little further up, Carl Shedd looking to get underneath the 51 of Bradley Burke, who is dropping back. He was the race leader. He has now dropped back to 5th position as Carl Shedd's looking to get underneath of him. We are currently being led by the 14 of Michael Fennelson. who is now under fire from the 44 of Michael Araya, who rides right up next to the wall, gets a good run, but there goes Michael Fenelson leading lap number 4. Going back here, Justin Munsell sitting there in 8, Joshua Adams. Looks like there's a little battle here. It's Shane Tyrion. He's looking to the inside of Tom Bourne there, as they are battling for the 11th position right there. So Walker Thomas there battling. Shane Tyrion just right up in front of him, right behind the 88 of Joshua Adams. Walker Thomas still battling with Tom Bourne there, just not able to clear him. The 11 of Jamie Dyson just riding right back there, right behind him. Going up front, Joseph Tice, he's now looking underneath Michael Fenelson. Thought better of it. Back single file here, as we are pretty much single file here at Miami, Homestead, Miami. So looks like our front 5 there are all kind of riding single file. Actually, even further back here, we're pretty much single file throughout the whole track right now. Joseph Tice now looking back underneath of Michael Fenelson as he is battling. Here comes Carl Shedd. He is just sitting right there. But Joseph Tice on a move here, as he is actually going to clear Michael Fenelson and take away that number 2 position. Feel free, guys, to hit up the chat. Let me know who you're rooting for, who you think's going to win. We still got 127 laps. That's right. It's a 133 lap race here for the championship. Michael Araya out front. Michael Araya, one of the championship contenders. He is sitting out here in first right now, but he is about 4 points behind Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd now looking to the inside of Michael Fenelson. He is just going to edge him out here into the turn as he is riding that inside lane there. Michael Fenelson going to go out back side the wall. Here comes Carl Shedd. Yep, he is going to clear him, take away that 3rd position. If the race was going to end tonight, though, Carl Shedd right now would be your champion. Just because Michael Araya, though, just doesn't have the positions to be able to cover. Can he hold off the 45 of Carl Shedd? That's going to be the question here tonight. Carl Shedd has been on a roll here as of late. Looking at his season standings, 21 starts, 4 wins, 14 top 5s, and 16 top 10s with 4 poles. Michael Araya, he's got 21 starts, 2 wins, 14 top 10s, 14 top 5s, 19 top 10s with 2 poles. So they've been close all season. Bradley Burke started on the pole, is dropped back. He is still back in the 5th position, as he is actually looking to the inside of the 14 of Michael Fenelson. Michael Fenelson kind of dropping back a little bit here, but he is now under fire from the 51 of Bradley Burke. Bradley Burke just not able to complete that pass there, as it looks like Ryan Dyson there gets a little loose coming on the turn and goes to the bottom, but he is going to hold. But he's got the 88 of Joshua Adams right there. Shane Tyrion is right there as well. Pretty much single file race leader, 44 Michael Araya. He's got about a 5/10 of a second lead over second place Joseph Tice. Joseph Tice, he has got about 4/10 lead over the 3rd place of Carl Shedd. So we're starting to spread it out here a little bit. So as we are still taking the lead here, look at the leader, Michael Lariah still leading. Pretty much single file here, so I think tonight's race, it's going to come down to pit strategy with the new build. The new build and the new tires. iRacing has came through and revamped them, make them a little bit more realistic, right along the lines of the actual NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. So as you see these guys go, their lap times are going to drop. Looking right now, they started off running about 32s. And already they've moved up here just in 15 laps, already into the 33 seconds. So they've already dropped about a second off of their normal fresh tire pit pace. Is already dropped down to the second into the 33 second time frame. Joseph Tice sitting there in second after starting third. Carl Shed, he started fourth up into third. As we were actually getting everybody pretty much spread out here. So it looks like everybody's pretty much going to be spread out. Let's see if we got anybody real close here. Right now we've got Walker Thomas and Justin Munsell. They're pretty close. Oh, we got a car down into the grass. That is going to be, I think that's the 88 of Joshua Adams. Let's pull up the Dre broadcast and replay, see if we can see exactly what happened. Yeah, it looks like he may have got loose off of turn 4 and it slid down into the grass, but good job by him by keeping it off of the wall here. Looks like he's coming through turn 4. You have that back end just kicked wicked loose, lost it. He got down in the grass, but was able to keep it under control, keep a green flag racing here at Miami Homestead. Michael Lariah, our current race leader, he's got 7/10 of a lead though. Carl Shed, though, he's actually closing on the 5 of Joseph Tice. He's about 4/10 behind him, so gotta watch out for Carl Shed, though. He turns out to be the long run runner. He likes these long runs. He gets faster, does a real good job at tire conservation. So the question is can he get up there and catch him? He's about, actually, he's losing a little bit of time to Joseph Tice. "19 laps completed here tonight." Michael Lariah has led the most of them with 15 laps there after taking the lead from the 14 of Michael Fennelson. Michael Fennelson has dropped back into the 4th position. We've been watching these guys all season. We've had multiple races go green flag from start to finish. Looks like these guys may be doing that here tonight here. 20 laps completed. Still 114 laps left to go. Shane Tyrion moving up into the 6th position after starting in 8th. He's got Ryan Dyson and Jacob Adams right behind him with Justin Munsell and Walker Thomas. So we still got a lot of time though. Anything could happen. As we've already seen one car break loose there off of turn 4. So it's something these drivers gotta watch when they are out here racing with this new tire build. See the 8? That's the 8 now of Jacob Adams. He gets into the grass. Let's pull up the Dre Broadcast and Replay. Take a look at that there. Looks like he might have broke loose there on turn 4 as well, just like the 88 machine of Joshua Adams. Yeah, it looks like coming through, running the middle lane there. Coming out of turn number 4. Oh, he almost gets into the wall. He gets down into the grass, though. Gets it slowed down, gets it going back straight. Keeping us green flag racing. So that's 2 cars now. Just in the first 23 laps, though, we've seen that kind of broke loose there on turn number 4. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression, as we have been watching them all season, all 21 of the past races, but tonight it comes down to tonight. This is when we crown a champion. This is when a champion of the season is going to be crowned. Who is it going to be? Right now, Michael Araya is out front. And sitting in second is Joseph Tice. He is a championship contender as well. Also, Carl Shed and Shane Tyrion. Shane Tyrion sitting back in 6th position. Carl Shed has closed up the gap there on the 5 of Joseph Tice. Just a couple tenths behind him as he is getting up into that draft, getting on that bumper. Carl Shed definitely would love to come away with the win and the championship here tonight. Carl Shed now to the back bumper of Joseph Tice. The question is, can he get around him? As we see the 8 of Jacob Adams down on pit road. The 8 of Jacob Adams, the first to come down to pit road here on lap 26. As we got a battle here for second, pretty much. Carl Shed has caught the 5 of Joseph Tice. The question is, can he get around him? Enough to get that nose in there. Looks like he's going to have to do it on the inside if he's going to want to get around him. Here comes Carl Shed on the exit of turn 2. Getting to the inside of Joseph Tice. They are going to be door to door down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Carl Shed around the 5 of Joseph Tice. But Joseph Tice still right there trying to get that spot back. But Carl Shed moving up into second. Our pole sitter for the night, the 51 of Bradley Burke, running back in 5th. Shane Tyrion closing up on him. He's going to look to be moving into the top 5 here, as we've already had one down on pit road. That's going to be the 8 of Jacob Adams. He is down off of pit road, but 1 lap down. Looks like the 11 machine of Jamie Dyson. He is going to move his way down onto pit road for his first green flag pit stop tonight. He's unfortunately going to be going a lap down as the 44 Michael Araya, our race leader, comes out of turn 4. Still leading. He's got about a 1.2 second gap over the 45 of Carl Shed. Carl Shed actually gaining a little bit of ground, now 1.1 second behind Michael Araya. Question is, can he catch him? Can he get around him? Because Michael Araya is looking really good here tonight. Here leading 26 of the 31 laps that we have ran. Still have 15 cars out on the track, 11 or 12 of them on the lead lap as the 05 of Tommy Amassi. He is going to be in 12th position, the last car on the lead lap, but he is being caught by the 44 of Michael Araya. As we take a look at the driver compare, he is actually, Carl Shedd made up a little bit of time there through turns 1 and 2, closed it to almost under a second. So maybe Michael Araya is just kind of backing off the pace, saving a little bit of tires, but Carl Shedd, though, he is trying to get up here as we are getting ready to see 101 laps left to go. Taking a look at our top 10 right now. Michael Araya out front, Carl Shedd second, Joseph Tice third, Michael Fendelson sitting in fourth, Shane Tyrion moving up into fifth, Justin Munsell sixth, Jacob Adams seventh, Robert Kenny moving up into eighth, Walker Thomas ninth, and Tommy Amassi rounding out your top 10 is we've got Bradley Burke down on pit road. The question is, how long are the leaders going to stay out? How long are they going to push their luck as we've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars already going down on pit road. So we got 5 drivers out here with fresher tires. And unfortunately, it looks like the 54 of Tom Bourne has retired for the night, taking his car behind the wall, leaving us just 14 cars left in here in tonight's race. .44, Michael Araya down onto pit road. He is going to hand that race lead over to the 45 of Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd is going to stay out with Joseph Tice. Shane Tyrion's down on pit road. Joshua Adams down on pit road. So our race leaders down on pit road. Question is, how much longer is Carl Shedd going to stay out? Considering that the 44 of Araya has made his way down onto pit road. Carl Shedd, he is going to pass up the pit entry there, so he is going to stay out. That's right, they got to use that little pit entry there, that little side road, service road. So Carl Shedd now out front here he is actually going to put the 44 Michael Araya a lap down. But the only problem is Michael Araya is going to be out a lot faster, a lot more. As Michael Fendelson, he is down on pit road. So just our top 4 drivers left to pit here. Tommy Amassi sitting in 8th. He has got to pit as well. So we've got 5 drivers that still need to pit. As we see the 18 of Walker Thomas, he is coming off pit road. So right now, only 6 drivers left on the lead lap here. As we are getting ready to finish our first round of green flag pit stops. As Carl Shedd, he has stayed out another lap here, so it looks like a little bit of pit strategy going on. As we got a car down into the grass, I think that's going to be the 05 of Tommy Amassi. Let's pull up the Dre broadcast and replay, see what happened, as he has got some heavy damage on the front end of that machine. Taking a look here at the instant replay, as we are going to focus on the 05 of Tommy Amassi. Looks like coming through turns 1 and 2 there. That back end just kicked out on turn number 2. He gets in the grass, can't get it slowed down, and ouch! Into that inside wall, he is going to crinkle his nose. That is definitely going to affect his top speed here, as he makes his way down on the pit road. So now, just our top 4 still need to pit. Top 4 is Carl Shedd, Joseph Tice, Justin Munsell, Robert Kenny. These guys have to pit. 39 laps on their tires, coming on to 40 laps. 40 laps since they pitted, as we are on lap 40 of 133, 94 laps to go. So I think these guys are going to try to make it here on 2, maybe 3 pit stops compared to everybody else. So that might be what they're just trying to do, trying to extend it out here. As we see the 44 has gotten back around here of Michael Laraya. He is back on the lead lap as he got around the 45 of Carl Shed. Carl Shed still staying out. Top 4 still have not pitted. 41 laps now. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you live action from Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. So, championship race, that's right, tonight a champion is going to be crowned here at Homestead, Miami. Right now, Carl Shed is out front. Has been leading the last 7 laps, but he still needs to do his first green flag pit stop. .44 Michael Laraya, he pitted just 6 laps ago, so there's almost 38 laps difference between Carl Shed and Michael Laraya, who is already back on the lead lap. He is sitting back there in 5th position. He is making up some time. He is currently 28.6 seconds behind the race leader of Carl Shed, but he is chewing into that. He does have the fresher tires, so he is running much faster lap times. Is taking a look here. Michael Laraya last lap, a 32.538. Carl Shed, a 34.313. Carl Shed still out. Our top 4 still have not pitted. 44 laps. I think they are going to run these machines dry, trying to make it maybe even on just 2 pit stops. As we see, I think that's a 14 of Michael Fendelson back on the lead lap. Carl Shed, he is making his way down onto pit road. Joseph Tice going down on pit road. Justin Munsell, he is sitting there in 3rd with Robert Kenny. So we're going to keep an eye and see if these guys coming down pit road. No, they're not. They are going to stay out. So Carl Shed and Joseph Tice down on pit road. Justin Munsell took over the race lead. He is our new race leader here on lap 45. 89 laps to go. So looks like a little pit strategy from the 45 of Carl Shed and Joseph Tice. They are pretty much running their machines dry. So they are trying to be able to possibly be able to make that on 2 pit stops compared to everybody else having to do 3. So we are just waiting. Just Justin Munsell, he is the only one left that needs to pit, as Robert Kenny is down on pit road. Justin Munsell here is coming down the backstretch. He is going to back it down. He is going down pit road here. 46 laps since the start of the race. 46 laps on those tires. So it looks like he has definitely pushed the car to the extreme there. He's probably running on fumes as he's making it on his way down on the pit road for his green flag pit stop. That is going to hand the race lead back over to the 44, Michael Laraya. That is also going to put Ryan Dyson in. Actually, Ryan Dyson just getting passed by the 14. Michael Fendelson, he is going to move into 2nd. Ryan Dyson's going to be 3rd. Shane Tyrion's going to move into a couple positions. He's going to move up to 4th. Bradley Berg rounding out your top 5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are 47 laps completed, 87 laps to go. We are going to go ahead and step away for our first commercial break of the evening, as we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dre Broadcasting Network, as we are bringing you continuing coverage of the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by our Expression. We are on lap 58. Top 10 looking right now. It's going to be Michael Laraya out front, Michael Fenelson second, Carl Shedd moving up into third, Shane Tyrion fourth, Joseph Tice fifth, Bradley Burke sixth, Joshua Adams sitting seventh, Walker Thomas eighth, Jacob Adams ninth, and Justin Munsell rounding out our top 10 right now. We had just completed our first round of green flag pit stops. The field is pretty shook out here as we take a look here. Michael Laraya, he's got about 8.5 seconds over second place of Michael Fenelson. So these green flag pit stops is definitely shaking us up. But Carl Shedd, he is sitting right there in third with just Shane Tyrion just 1.5 seconds behind him. Joseph Tice rounding out your top 5. Looking at 74 laps to go. Looks like Carl Shedd might be able to make it just on one more pit stop here. Question is, though, he's slowly gaining up on Michael Fenelson and Michael Laraya. Now just 11.5 seconds behind our leader of Michael Laraya. As we see him get around the 05 of Tommy Amassi, who's got that heavy front end damage on that machine. Oh, he breaks loose there. The 05 of Tommy Amassi. Let's go back and take a look there. It looked like that back end just slid out around him coming out of turn number 4, as we've seen a lot of cars do so far here tonight. The 05 Tommy Amassi, just coming out. It just breaks loose down in. He does. Well, he keeps it off of the wall, but he's already got heavy damage on that machine of his. But he is back out on the track here. It's Michael Laraya now looking 27 laps since his last pit. There's about a 10 lap difference between Michael Laraya and Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd, he is only 1.5 seconds behind Michael Fenelson as he is looking to get up there, but he is still over 10 seconds behind our race leader, Michael Laraya. As we see the 14 of Michael Fenelson trying to get around the 10 of Robert Kenny. Looks like left traffic might be slowing him down. That's letting Carl Shedd gain up on him as he's now only 1.2 seconds behind him. So looks like some lap traffic is going to start playing here in effect as the 45 or 44 of Michael Laraya, he's making his way through some lap traffic right now as he is right behind the 8 of Jacob Adams. Only 9 cars left on the lead lap. Jacob Adams is the last car on the lead lap. Shane Tyrion running in the 5th position. So we actually have all 4 of our championship contenders inside the top 5. Michael Laraya, he is leading. Carl Shedd sitting 3rd. Joseph Tice 4th. Shane Tyrion sitting right there in 5th as he's looking just about 1.2 seconds behind 4th place Joseph Tice. As we are now closing in here on the halfway point, 69 laps to go, 65 laps completed. So we are closing in on tonight's halfway point of tonight's race. Taking a look here at the race report so far. No cautions here tonight. All caution free here as we see the 38 of Shane Tyrion going down on pit road. We've had 4 lead changes here tonight. Michael Laraya has led 51 laps. Carl Shedd leading 10. Michael Fenelson has led 3, and Justin Munsell has led a lap. That is going to move the 44 or 45 of Carl Shed back up into second, as he is now only 8 seconds behind the race leader. So he is actually gaining on him, making up time here as we are watching him get around the 14. And also, I think that's the 10 of Robert Kenny, as he does get around the 14 of Michael Fennelson, moving him up into second here. Is now he's going to be working on the 10 of Robert Kenny, as he is trying to chase down the race leader of 44, Michael Araya, who has got 32 laps since he last pitted. So he is going to have to run a few more laps here in order to be able to make it with just one more pit stop. We have seen the most we have seen go tonight is 46 laps. 46 laps on a set of tires and a tank of fuel. So that is going to be the question here, as Carl Shed has closed that gap now to 7.2 seconds in closing. So he is making up some good time. Last lap, Michael Araya 34.134. Carl Shed a 33.660. So almost a full second difference lap time. Justin Munsell, he is now the last car on a lead lap, but he does have the 44, Michael Araya, right behind him. So he is in jeopardy of going a lap down here. So that means we have 8 cars on the lead lap, 14 cars still out on the track after starting the race with 15 laps. And Bradley Burke, he is going down pit road. Bradley Burke down on pit road for his second pit stop of the evening. 37 laps since his last pit. Also, Walker Thomas, he is down on pit road. He last pitted 34 laps ago, as he is down on pit road. Michael Araya is still leading, but now Carl Shed, he is 6.4 seconds in closing, because he continues to run right about 6/10 faster than Michael Araya. Michael Araya, he may be just kind of backing it off. No, he is coming down pit road. Michael Araya down on pit road. That is going to give the race lead over to the 45 of Carl Shed. We've seen Carl Shed. He had run 40, I think it was right around 44, 45 laps. He's only got 27 laps on his tires. So he has got about another 15 laps before he has to pit. Carl Shed is our race leader. Joseph Tice is sitting now in second. Michael Fennelson, he is down on pit road. He is going to hand over third place to the 88 of Joshua Adams. Justin Munsell, he is going to move up into the 4th position. So second round of green flag pit stops underway here. We are seeing extremely different pit strategies from all the racers out here tonight. "62 laps to go." We are beyond the halfway point here, as we have completed 72 of 133 laps here at Homestead, Miami. Championship race, that's right. This is for the championship for the 2017 Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by R Expression. Well, here's the thing though. Michael Araya has been out on point, leading 55 laps here tonight. Thing is, he just pitted a few laps ago. He's still got to pit one more time. The thing is, can Carl Shed make it another 20 laps here to be able to make it so that he only has to pit one more time? That is going to be the question here in the late stages of the race. Is taking a look here, our top 5 still need to pit. Actually, no. our 5th place Michael Araya, he is on the lead lap. He pitted 4 laps ago, so our top 4 are still going to need to pit. Carl Shedd, he is at 31 laps since he last pitted. So we've seen him go about 13 more laps. He is going to have to pit. The only problem is that going to be enough to be able to get him to make it on just one more pit stop? That is the question here in tonight's race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and step away for our second commercial break of the evening. We'll be right back here on the Dre Broadcasting Network.
Don't let your first date be your last. Visit People Against Distracted Driving at PADD.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you the championship race of the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by R Expression. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, championship race, and we are under our first caution of the night, but was brought out by the 28 of Ryan Dyson, getting loose out of the turn and sliding just enough to bring out the yellow. What this is going to do, we have all of our front runners have been down on pit road, 7 cars on the lead lap, but this is going to put everybody back on the same pit strategy. 53 laps to go. I think these guys are going to have to pit one more time for a splash of fuel here as the lights are off on the pace car, as we are getting ready to go back green flag racing once again at Homestead Miami Speedway. We are currently being led by Carl Shedd, Joseph Tyson second, Joshua Adams third, Michael Araya fourth, Justin Munsell rounding out your top 5. "53 laps to go, 52 laps to go at the drop of the green flag." So this is going to be interesting. We're going to see how this plays out. As the pace car now brings them into turn 3 and 4, getting ready to go green flag racing. We have 7 cars on the lead lap, 14 cars still out on the track. This is for the championship. This is for all the hard work throughout the season. So who's going to come away and take it? Who wants that championship? Well, actually, I mean, pretty much all of them want the championship. So who wouldn't like to have that championship? As we are now back green flag racing. Carl Shedd out to a good jump there as he gets a demanding lead. But look here. Here comes the 88 machine of Joshua Adams, as he is looking underneath the 14 of Michael Fennelson. Michael Araya moving up into that 3rd position. Not sure if this is how Carl Shedd wanted it to play out, but we're on lap 82 of 133, 52 laps to go. I do believe these guys are going to need one more pit stop to be able to make it the remainder of the race. Well, as we see these guys all bunched up, there's the 14 of Michael Fennelson. He is on the inside of Michael Araya as they are battling door to door here. Carl Shedd just not able to pull away. He's got Joseph Tice right behind him. Now the 14 of Fennelson, he is going to get around Michael Araya, dropping Michael Araya back into 4th. But Joshua Adams, he is right here as well. But meanwhile, they're got a pretty good gap here between them and the 2 of Justin Munsell in 6th position, separated with a lap car. Actually, I think that's going to be Shane Tyrion. It is Shane Tyrion trying to get back on the lead lap. Once again, thank you for tuning in here tonight. You guys are interested in this league. This is the final race of the season, but if you're interested in checking them out, make sure to go to www.upperedgeracing.com. Check them out. Check their schedule. You can also take a look at all their championships, and so definitely check them out at upperedgeracing.com. As we are still being led by Carl Shedd. Taking a look here, 48 laps to go. So probably within the next 5 laps, that's going to open the window. Not necessarily mean they're going to pit, but it's going to open the window, meaning that they can come down on pit road and be able to make it on fuel. We have seen drivers go 46 laps on a tank of fuel and tires, so that's highly possible. Actually, here in the next 2 laps, it's going to open that up. I don't know if anybody's going to take it, but Carl Shedd, he is out leading. Michael Araya, he is looking to the inside of Michael Fennelson as he is trying to move up into that 3rd position as they are still battling side by side on the exit of turn number 2. Michael Lariah is going to take that third position away. So right now we have 3 of our championship contenders running 1, 2, and 3 right now. Carl Shed out front, Joseph Tice sitting in second, Michael Lariah sitting there in third. So, I mean, right now if the race won, Carl Shed would be our season champion. He came in tonight with a 4-point lead over Michael Lariah and a 9-point lead over Joseph Tice. So, I mean, unfortunately, it looks like Carl Shed is not going to have to win the race to be able to come away with the championship. But he is going to have to finish relatively close because right now, Michael Lariah has led the most laps with 55 laps. Carl Shed has led 30 laps here tonight. So, if it ended right now, Michael Lariah would get the bonus points for leading the most laps. So, that'll definitely be something to look at. Keep an eye on our top 3 here as we've got a couple other close battles here. Is the 38 of Shane Terry, and he is a lap down, but he is right behind our 4th place 14 of Michael Fennelson. So he's going to try to get around him because he wants to get back on that lead lap. So that'll be something to watch out for here, is we are actually inside the pit window. These guys can pit at any time and be able to make it on fuel and tires. So question is, how far are they going to push it before they come in? And also, when they come in, are they going to take tires, or are they going to do a quick splash and go and get back out there? Michael Lariah, he is making a move here on the 5 of Joseph Tice, just not able to complete it. He is going to jump in right behind him, go back single file. Carl Shed, he is wanting them 2 to battle because that is going to give him a chance to pull more of a lap here. It's the 44 Michael Lariah. He's running a totally different line. He is running up next to the wall through turns 1 and 2. It looks like it's going to get him right there on the back bumper of Joseph Tice, but through 3 and 4, yep, he is going to go with that high lane there, trying something different to try to get around that 5 of Joseph Tice, as he's going to get next to the wall, but just not enough time to get up there and catch. He is actually going to lose a little time to the 5 of Joseph Tice. Front 3 battling real close together. We are 38 laps to go. 38 laps to go left here at Homestead, Miami for the championship for the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. Looks like Joseph Tice is doing a good job at holding off Michael Laraya. That's letting Carl Shed keep out there in the lead. Carl Shed leading 37 laps here so far here tonight. But Michael Laraya, he's sitting there in third. He just can't figure out a way to get around the 5 of Joseph Tice. These guys are all even on tires and fuel, so they all pitted during that last caution. 36 laps to go. Still single file with our front three. Do we got any other battles? No, the rest of the field except for Ryan Dyson. He is on the back bumper of Bradley Burke. That is a battle for ninth, but pretty much everybody else really spread out here. Just our front three are pretty much bumper to bumper here as we are hitting lap 99 coming to lap 100. 05, Tommy Amassi down on pit road. Taking a look here, 34 laps to go, coming 33 laps to go. Front three still running within eyesight of each other. Rest of the field pretty well spread out. So we are going to keep focused here on the race leaders because this is for the championship. That's right, these guys are battling for the season champion to become the season champion here, the 2017 Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by our Expression. These guys are going to have to pit 31 laps to go as we are coming on the closing stages of tonight's race. So just 37 laps to go here. Is right now Carl Shed is the man out on point, controlling the race. Question is, can he hold off the 44 of Michael Laraya? Is the 5 of Joseph Tice sitting right there in second? Lap 104 of 133 as they come out of turn 4. Still these front three, closest battle on the track here. Only 6 cars left on the lead lap. The 2 of Justin Munsell. He is the last one on the lead lap. Shane Terrian, if we get another yellow, that is going to put him back on the lead lap as he is sitting back in 7th position, 1 lap down. Back up front, Carl Shed and Joseph Tice. Where did Michael Lariah go? Michael Lariah down on pit road. Joshua Adams down on pit road. These guys pitting for the final time here as the 45 Carl Shed is going to put the 44 Michael Lariah a lap down. That is just going to leave 4 guys on the lead lap. Carl Shed, Joseph Tice, Michael Fendelson, and Justin Munsell all on the lead lap. So final green flag pit stops have started. It looks like Michael Lariah, Joshua Adams are going to be the first ones down on pit road. The question is how long is Carl Shed going to stay out here? 26 laps to go. Longer he stays out, the more time that Michael Lariah can make up. Michael Lariah now sitting in 7th, 1 lap down. He is running right behind the 51 of Bradley Burke, who is sitting in 6th. Taking a look, Carl Shed, he is still leading. Joseph Tice right behind him. Michael Fendelson is going to be sitting in your 3rd position. Justin Munsell 4th. Michael Lariah, he has got around the 51 of Bradley Burke as he has moved up into the 5th position, but still 1 lap down. Carl Shed, 32 laps since he's last pitted. He's got about 12 laps before he absolutely has to come down on pit road. That is just going to give us right about 10 laps to go if he does. But meanwhile, the 44, Michael Lariah, he is gaining on him as he is about to catch these guys and go back on the lead lap. Who is going to win the championship? Is it going to be Michael Lariah, Carl Shed, Joseph Tice, or Shane Tyrion? That is going to be the question. Right now, Carl Shed leading 51 laps so far here tonight. Michael Lariah leading 55. As we are taking a look, 22 laps to go. We are going to take our final commercial break of the night. We'll be right back with the conclusion of tonight's race. Welcome back to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you the conclusion of tonight's race. That's right, we are crowning a champion here tonight live on Dre Broadcasting Network as we are going to crown the champion for the 2017 Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. We are currently being led by the 45 of Carl Shed, Joseph Tice second, Michael Fennelson third, Justin Munsell fourth, Michael Laraya rounding out your top five. But here's the thing. Michael Laraya has pitted. Carl Shed, Joseph Tice, Michael Fennelson, Justin Munsell, they are 44 laps since their last pit. Can they be able to make it? 12 laps to go. Do they have enough fuel? Is Michael Laraya going to be able to get around them if they have to come down to pit? That is the question we're having, because right now Carl Shed, he is being showed just, let's see here, just 21.1 seconds ahead of the 44 of Michael Laraya as we are 12 laps to go as he is staying out. This is lap 45 since the last pit. 11 laps remaining in tonight's race. Is this pit strategy going to pay off? That is what we are watching right now as this field is completely spread out all over the track. The question is, can the 44 get up to the 45? Can the 45 save fuel and be able to make it with 11 to go? 11 to go as he's coming through turns 3 and 4. 46 laps now. Question is, can he stretch his fuel another 10 laps? And can he hold off the 44 of Michael Laraya? We take a look here at Michael Laraya, looking at lap times. Last lap, a 33.463 for Michael Laraya, a 34.315 for Carl Shed. Almost a second difference as Carl Shed coming through turns 3 and 4. We are going 9 to go. He is staying out. He is all in. Is he going to be able to make it? Is the 5 of Joseph Tice going to be able to make it? What about Michael Fennelson? Can he make it on fuel? That is, and Justin Munsell as well. Is that the question? Can these guys save the fuel? And are they going to hold up Michael Laraya as he is working his way around the track? Just pitted 19 laps ago. Fresher tires. So are they going to hold him up as he is actually working his way through lap traffic? 9 laps to go. Carl Shed now coming out of turn 4. Coming to 8 laps to go. Can he stretch it on fuel? Is he going to win the final race of the season and take the championship with a win? Definitely, we are definitely watching this because this is it. Right now, Carl Shed is all in. Can he make it? Is he going to have to pit for fuel? Is that going to allow Michael Laraya to get up and catch? Because Michael Laraya is only 17.5 seconds behind him now. Carl Shed, 48 laps, coming on 49 laps since his last pit as he comes out of turn 4, crossing the line. 7 laps to go. Taking a look here at Michael Laraya. He is sitting in 5th. He is 16.9 seconds behind the race leader. Can he catch him? Is Carl Shed going to be able to make it on fuel? So many questions, so little time. 7 laps to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 6 laps to go. Carl Shed, now 50 laps since he last pitted. Is he going to be able to make it on fuel? Is he going to be able to hold off Michael Laraya? Michael Laraya, 16.1 seconds behind. He is making ground. Looking at the last lap time. Michael Laraya, 33.725. Carl Shed at 34.495. So Michael Laraya is definitely faster. Does he have the time to catch Carl Shed? Does Carl Shed have the fuel to be able to make it? 5 laps to go now. Is Carl Shed going to be able to make it on fuel with Joseph Tice, Michael Fennelson, and Justin Munsell? Oh, Carl Shed gets a little loose there out of turn number 2. That is going to let Joseph Tice get around him. They're going to be side by side turns 3 and 4. That is going to help Michael Lariah here. He is now close to 14.9 seconds. As Carl Shedd is battling side by side with the 5 of Joseph Tice here as they come across the line. 4 laps to go now. Joseph Tice, Carl Shedd battling side by side here through turns 1 and 2 coming out. We are just 4 laps to go. Looking here, Michael Lariah now 14 seconds behind, 13.8. He is coming in a hurry. 4 laps to go as Carl Shedd, Joseph Tice come out of turn number 4, coming to make it 3 laps to go now. Still side by side. Can Joseph Tice come away with the win? I don't think he'll get the championship being 9 points behind Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd has led the most laps, 70 laps. So he's going to get those bonus points. As we see the 5 of Joseph Tice get a little squirrely out of turn number 2. Joseph Tice is actually going to clear the 45 of Carl Shedd. Oh, a little bit of a blink here. Here comes Carl Shedd. He is still on the inside there. Is he going to get in line? Coming across the line, it is going to be 2 to go. Carl Shedd, 54 laps since his last pit. Can he be able to make it? Michael Lariah now just 12.4 seconds behind. Carl Shedd running right behind the 5 of Joseph Tice, using that draft, trying to save fuel. They're going to get the white flag next time around as they come into turn number 3 and 4. Are they going to be able to make it on fuel? Joseph Tice, Carl Shedd, 54 laps since they last pitted. Michael Lariah pitted just 27 laps ago. He is now 11.8 seconds. He is not making up that much more time as Carl Shedd and Joseph Tice take the white flag. Joseph Tice now leading, coming through turns 1 and 2. White flag in the air, final lap. Looks like they're going to be able to make it on fuel. Michael Lariah, though, 6.9 seconds behind. He is coming in a hurry. Turns 3 and 4. Joseph Tice, our race leader, after just leading 3 laps here tonight. Here comes the 45 Carl Shedd. He is not going to be able to get there out of turn 4. Joseph Tice is going to win tonight's race, but if my math is correct, Carl Shedd is going to win the championship. Congratulations to the 5 of Joseph Tice. What a race, what a pitch strategy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get some race interviews in with our top 3, so just sit tuned. We'll be right back here as we get these drivers in for after-race interview. As we see the 5 of Joseph Tice celebrating with a win at the last race of the season. Congratulations there. Well, we are going to get some race interviews in. We are going to start with our race leader, the 5 of Joseph Tice. Joseph Tice, Dave Everly in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
What a race there. You were riding right behind the 45 of Carl Shedd. Those last 50-some laps, we were unsure if you were going to be able to make it on fuel. How close on fuel were you guys there at the checkered flag?
I had about 4 laps to spare, but it wasn't a whole lot.
Most definitely, but definitely congratulations coming away with a win here tonight, the final race of the season. Tell us about your race a little bit.
Man, it was a struggle. I tell you what, this new package, these new cars, they're a handful, and you've got to be on top of them every lap. And man, it was a blast to drive, and when that caution came out, me and Carl were sitting pretty, and then it was, me, Carl, and Michael, and I was just battling Michael all I could, and because I knew I knew on the long run I might could get Carl, but I couldn't let Michael by me, and that was just a lot of fun. I'm telling you what, these boys know how to drive, and just side by side with Carl for about the last 3 or 4 laps, my teammate, my best friend. There's just nothing more I could ask for.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was it looked like you two were battling. We knew you were teammates, but man, what a battle. But what a way to end the season with coming away with a win here in the final race. So what can we expect for you to work here in the off season, getting ready for next season?
Well, to be honest, I need a break. I put a lot of work into this week and practicing. I can't tell you how long I practiced, so I want to take a break. But maybe time mid-January rolls around, I'll be ready to hit at it again.
Well, most definitely. Well, congratulations on winning tonight. Before we let you go, do you have any shout-outs or any thanks you'd like to give?
Yeah, for sure. I want to thank my sponsors, AMD and TechCrunch. They were on the cars all year long, and great sponsors. I want to thank you guys. You guys were there every single race, every single week for an awesome broadcast. Thank Ryan and Michael Laraya both. They manage this league, and they do a great job. I got to thank all my competitors. They were really cordial tonight, and they're always fun to race with. And last but not least, I got to thank my team and teammates. Carl and Trevor and Bruce and Adam and Eric de Blasio. I love these guys like family. We have a lot of fun, and congrats to my teammate Carl on the championship. That was a hell of a year, and this win put me to 5 wins, which is the most of the season, most of the competitors. So that was a good notch for me.
Most definitely. You definitely battled hard there through the chase, but congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you next season.
Yeah, 10-4, guys. Thanks again. You guys do a great job, and y'all been here all year, so thanks a lot, and I'll look forward to seeing everybody again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was tonight's race winner, the 5, Joseph Tice. But we're going to switch it up here. We are going to get an interview in with 3rd place, Michael Fennelson. Michael Fennelson, Dave Everly with the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Definitely a good way to end the season, coming out with a 3rd place finish. Tell us, did you have any pit strategy coming into tonight's race, or are you just kind of playing it by ear?
I couldn't really quite hear what you said there.
I was asking if you had any type of strategy coming into tonight's race here. We know you weren't contending for the championship, but definitely would like to come away with that final win. What kind of strategy did you have coming into tonight's race?
Sorry about that. I just couldn't hear you at first. But the strategy I had for tonight, it was just basically go out there and try my best and try to win the race. But obviously, race those 4 other guys for the championship. Race them with respect. Give them the room they need. And if they're racing for a championship at the end, just let them have at it. But it definitely spread out that race. I mean, in practice, I was fastest. I was unexpectedly fastest. And then in qualifying, I started 2nd. Finished the race 3rd, so I kept dropping back. But I'll definitely take a 3rd after some of the bad luck I've had this season and finishing it off with a win. And then I'm sitting here at 3rd place the final 2 weeks. And looking forward to this break, take some well-needed time off for the league, and hopefully come back stronger than ever in 2018 with a new team. And, last week, I forgot to thank one person on my win, and it was Teddy Christopher. Obviously, the racing community knows that we lost him, and I never got to shout him out in a broadcast because that was my bad luck streak. And I ran his tribute paint scheme for a while. It never really turned out well for me. I kept crashing in it, but I forgot last week to thank Teddy Christopher, even though I thank a lot of people. But thanks for Teddy. He's one of the best short track racers, and probably the best short track racer in the United States. I always watched him growing up, and it was just amazing. I've probably seen over 100 races with him in it. It's been incredible. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next season. That was a great race tonight. I just pretty much played the strategy as the other guys, just trying to undercut him, but basically went with Laria most of the race and turned out 3rd.
Definitely a strong way. As you said, you didn't have the season you wanted, but definitely you came out each week. You contended, so not a bad way to finish the season. Coming out with a 3rd place here in the final race of the season. As you said, you get a long break here to kind of revamp your juices. So, what can we expect for you come next season? Are we going? Can we see you in the finals for the championship?
I think I think I'm definitely worth a shot to put myself in there. But I think this year I got eliminated in the first round. Sadly, like I said, I was on that bad luck streak where I didn't, and it was to the point where I didn't have much fun anymore, and I didn't want to finish races when I had like maybe minor damage. I just quit. So I'll definitely have that motivation probably like 5-6 months from now. And I mean, last season in the Cup Series, I made the Final Four and was a pretty good shot in the final race. And I always want to take myself to the most confidence, definitely going in the final race and the playoffs, obviously, since I'm a really consistent driver most of the time. So obviously I pointed my way into the playoffs this season, but it just wasn't enough in the first round. And next season, I'm hoping to win again. Hopefully, like I said, I ended that long dry spell last week. So hopefully that'll build some confidence for next season. We're going to a lot of tracks. I definitely like this new build with this car. It feels a lot better. You definitely have to drive it, and it's a lot of fun to race. And as you saw late there, Carl and Joey were battling there, and I couldn't really see it, but I knew they were having fun battling it out neck and neck. And obviously, congrats to Joey. Congrats to Carl on the championship. It was a really good season, really fun racing those guys. Congrats to Laria on a really well-fought season, too. Just coming short, trying a different strategy there. But I want to thank Mobile One, Rento, coming on board, Sunoco Racing Fuels, New England Racing Fuel, and Evil Motorsports for a great season and a great few seasons.
Yeah, it's definitely been a blast watching you out there battling out, even though, I mean, that's the thing is, even though you get bad luck, you still got to battle. Well, congratulations on your third place finish tonight, and we'll see you next season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to get an interview in with our second place finisher, but the season champion, 45, Carl Shed. Carl Shed, David Everly in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, David, I got you.
Tell us what is going through your mind right now, coming away with a second place finish and also winning the championship, the 2017 Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by our Expression.
Well, that is a mouthful, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. It's man, I feel relieved. I've put a lot of time into working up for this race and getting ready and learning the track and the new build. The new build here really threw me for a loop big time. Struggled a lot through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and fought real hard to try and get back to just par. So to end up here following my teammate into victory lane, that's a pretty sweet finish, man. I saw him start to push me there with about 5 to go, and I thought, I see what you're doing back there. So I started to drive a little harder, and then it got loose off of 2 once and said, you know what, it ain't worth it. I won't make it easy for him. He's going to have to work for it, but I don't think I'm going to wreck us to do this. So I just feel relieved, man. Feel very, very lucky and relieved.
Yeah, I mean, we watched you all season. It seemed like you really picked your game up once the playoffs came, as you kind of pretty much dominated there, always up front. Now, coming into the night's race, we were wondering if you were going to have enough fuel to finish that race. How much fuel did you have left when you crossed that start-finish line?
I had about 8 laps left, actually. We started saving early in that run, letting off an extra 100 yards going into the corner, and I think that helped me twofold. This car doesn't like to be pushed. It kind of pushes back on you, and I think that allowed me and Joseph to both save some tires there. I'm excited to talk to Michael here, too, and kind of debrief with him and see, because he took off and pit there. It was a strategy that kind of shocked me. You know, Joe and I had worked out the timing, so I'm curious to see what was going on with him and with his car too, because he's an incredible driver. He will keep you absolutely focused, because you know if you can't, if you're at your best, you're lucky to beat Laria and Tice too. But you know, so to come away with this, man, it's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, most definitely. We've watched you all season, especially working with Tice. Seems like you two worked really well together. Now, before we let you go, why don't you go ahead and give us all your shout-outs you'd like to give for your season?
Absolutely. We got a long list here. We got, of course, my buddy Joseph Tice, best teammate I've ever had, man. He's a great friend, helping me solve the strategies, and our other RBR brothers who aren't here tonight, Trevor Rapolo and Bruce Ackerman, and Mark Rapolo. He's out there somewhere. And my Aegis teammates, especially Dave Washington, man. He put me through the grinder this week and just whooped my tail up one side and down the other every night, and it made me feel like the world's worst driver, but I think it prepared me. Dylan Jones, Andrew Freenars, James Ross, and Andy Kessler. He's kept my paints on all season, and they look great. And of course, I'd like to thank my wife and family, and my grandfather and daughter Nora. This is for them.
Most definitely. Well, it's been a blast watching you this season. So, can't wait to see you next season to see if you're going to be able to defend that championship, because you got a target on your back now. A lot of drivers are going to be aiming for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think getting this monkey off my back will make that a little bit less stressful. You trying to get that first one is quite a hill to climb. Like I said, with a good league like Ryan and Michael put on here, they're taking a good little break here. We're going to have a nice long off season. And I really look forward to those guys putting it back together, because I think in presentation, nobody does it better. And I think as you see how clean the racing has been and how long we had green flag runs, especially with a car like this, you don't get that many other places. So winning here for a league like those guys put together, it means a lot. And thank you too, and the broadcast guys. I appreciate you and always enjoy watching the broadcast.
Well, most definitely. We'll go celebrate. We'll see you next season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have crowned a champion, the 45 of Carl Shed. He conquered, he climbed that hill, and he was able to come away with the championship here at Homestead, Miami. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a blast, a great season with a great league. Definitely, if you're looking for a great league, check them out, upperedgeracing.com. Go also check them out on iRacing at Upper Edge Racing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave Beverly signing off for the night. Y'all have a good Thursday night. We'll see you next time.